My name is Kelli Higgins. So I grew up here in Jackson, Michigan. I am an only child to my parents, Grady and Tracy Higgins. I also grew up dancing and going to Jackson Public Schools my entire life. Growing up, from the very beginning, academics have been a priority in my life, whether it was being involved in student government or academic games. From the time I was in second grade, academics have always been a big part of my life. I was always the type of person that wanted to make sure, I would get my homework done before any fun activities, and I think that's always just been a very important value for myself and also in my family.
At one point in life, we had an outing lined up for us that we didn't know about, and we were in the process of going to the vehicle and so forth, and Kelli said she can't go, she had to study. I said, wow, that's really something. Rather than go and play, she wants to do some catching up on some homework and stuff. So I knew she had it down.
Additionally, I've always been involved in dance. So I started ballet and tap at the age of 3, and then I started competing around the age of 10, and that's also been a big part of it. So I would say when I was younger, my favorite subject was definitely math. I definitely got to work in that math with academic games, so that's where I really found to enjoy math. And then as I got older, I really started to enjoy more of the social sciences, so history and then different government courses that I got to take throughout high school. As far as some of my academic achievements, I would say I've gotten the opportunity to do a lot of summer programs throughout high school. So one of those achievements was that I was titled a Yale Young Global Scholar in 2023. And so through that, I got to go to Yale's campus for 2 weeks where I took classes from current students. So that was a really big deal to me. So I would say one of the big things that really prepared me for college was just the discipline that I already had within my academics. And I think a lot of that rooted from my parents, seeing their commitment to academics really made me committed to it. And I think going into college, that's something that's really important because you're not going to have someone there to kind of tell you how to map out your time and tell you how to know which classes to prioritize. But because I had already been prioritizing academics, it came easy to me.
Growing up, I always took academics very serious, and at one point in life, I thought about becoming a mathematician and so forth, and it always had to be an A when I went to class, and so I think my daughter just took up, the genes of standing there and getting it done. Academics is pretty much a portion of the scheme. I want her to make sure she got that out of the way 100%, and then the rest of it hopefully will fall in place.
I just finished my freshman year at Harvard University, so this fall I'll be starting my sophomore year, where I will officially declare myself as a government major on a pre-law track. So I'm hoping to work in the law field and practice law throughout my life. So I'm very grateful to have also been a recipient of the scholarship last year in summer of 2024. And one of the really cool things about this scholarship is that you're allowed to apply again after receiving it. So this year I decided to put myself in for consideration again, where I wrote an essay regarding the importance of Juneteenth and what it meant to me. From there, I got awarded the scholarship and was able to have some really cool opportunities, such as the Juneteenth banquet where we received and were honored our scholarships, as well as attending the Juneteenth festival where we got honored on the big stage.
Kelli, she's very mature and everything, so she pretty much handled the whole situation, and is very intelligent and very assertive. So all I had to do was just listen. So she's on top of things.
Being at the event and receiving the award is definitely such a cool experience because you're just surrounded by so many other young Black scholars that have the same goals as you, just personally and academically. So being around that is just very inspiring and very refreshing to see.